Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 8th. So students, now we are discussing our topic, that is prepositions, and till now we have seen so many prepositions, we have discussed their different uses, and yes, we have seen so many examples, and now in today's video we will continue with the same topic. In today's video also we will see some more prepositions, their different uses. So now let's begin our today's video, that is based on prepositions. So students, now the next preposition that we are having here, that is above. So now we will discuss about above. We will see different uses that are related with above. So let's see. Above denotes a higher position but does not imply contact or covering. So yes, if we are using above in a sentence, so that means that we are indicating a higher position, yes, but at the same time there is no contact, there is no covering. Okay, so this is the use of above, and let's see some examples to clear this point. The first sentence is the aeroplane is flying above the cloud. So when we are saying this thing that the aeroplane is flying above the cloud, it means जो aeroplane है वो clouds के ऊपर fly कर रहा है, yes, and at the same time it is not at all touching the clouds. We are just showing the higher position of aeroplane and we are saying that aeroplane is higher than the clouds. Clear? So when we are using above, so we are indicating a higher position, okay, but at the same time there is no sense of contact, or we can say covering. And we are having some more examples. So let's see. This building rises above all the houses in the city. So now here in this sentence we are talking about one building, and that building is very very tall, and now we are saying that that building rises above, okay, all the houses in the city. So city में जितने भी houses हैं, सबसे ज़्यादा tall जो है वो क्या है, वो building है. So again with the help of above, what we are showing, we are showing the higher position that this building is having. Clear? Next sentence, the field marshal is above a general in rank. So here in this sentence what we are showing the rank of field marshal, and we are saying that this designation is above than a general. Okay, so हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम ये शो कर रहे हैं कि जो आर्मी में अलग अलग रैंक्स होती हैं, सो हम कह रहे हैं कि जो फील्ड मार्शल की रैंक है that is higher, okay, that is having a higher position comparatively to general. All right, moving on, now we are having another use. So let's see. Above also refers greater in number or value or weight or temperature. So yes, if we are using above, so with the help of above we can also show greater in value, and that can be weight also, that can be temperature also, that can be number also. So now let's see the examples. The first is the gangsters were about 10 in number. So here with the help of above we are trying to show that the gangster, they were about 10, it means they were more than 10. Alright, so what sense we are having with the help of above? We are having the sense of more than, okay. So हमें exact number तो नहीं पता, but we are having the idea, we are having a rough idea कि जो gangster था, जो वो group था, जो वो gang था, उसमें कितने gangster थे? They were more than 10, okay. Next is this fish is above 6 kilo. Again we are telling the weight of one fish here, and we are saying that this fish is above 6 kilo. This fish is more than 6 kilo. Moving on, above refers beyond the reach of something. So yes, be very careful because we are having another use of above, and according to this use, with the help of above we can tell that what is beyond the reach of something. So what it mean actually? So for that let's discuss the examples. The first sentence is his honesty is above suspicion. It means here we are talking about one person and we are saying that he is very much honest. He he is that much honest that no one doubt, okay, on his honesty. Next is she is above such pettiness. Pettiness means जो बहुत ही छोटी छोटी बातों में इन्वॉल्व रहता है. So we are saying that she is above such pettiness, or we can say she is very far. Yeah, right, वो छोटी छोटी बातों से बहुत दूर है. Okay, so in this manner also we can use above in a sentence to have this particular meaning. And yes, we have discussed the examples that are related with this use. Now let's see, above indicates upper straight condition. So this is another use of above when it is used to show upper straight condition. How? Let's see. The first sentence is a helicopter is flying above our head. Okay, so what we are trying to show? We are trying to show upper condition, because when helicopter is flying above our head, so obviously the aeroplane, or we can say helicopter, it is having the higher position, right? Next is a ceiling fan is above my head. Similarly, ceiling fan जो होता है वो कहाँ होता है? That is above our head. That is having a higher position comparatively to our head. Next is they hung a sword above a child. Okay, so in this manner also we can use above in a sentence. Now moving on, we are having our next preposition. So now we will discuss about into. So students, in the previous videos we have discussed about in. So don't get confused that now we are having into. So it is another preposition. It is a different preposition than in. In is having different uses, and into it is used to in a different manner. So what are the uses of into? So for that, let's read. Into shows motion or movement towards the inside of anything. So this is the very important use of into, when it is used to show motion. It is used to show movement and how inside of something. So let's discuss the examples to clear this point. The first thing is he walked into the garden. So when we are using into in our sentence, so what it means? It means that that person earlier he was outside the garden, and when we are using that he walked into the garden, it means that he is entering into the garden. Okay, suppose this is a garden. Okay, this is the gate. So now he is the person, he is walking into the garden. पहले वो कहाँ था? Outside the garden था. Okay, वो garden से बाहर था, and now he is entering into the garden. तो अगर हम किसी भी तरह का motion show करना चाह रहे हैं, we are trying to show the movement, then yes, we have to use into in our sentence. Okay, next is he fall into the well. Again we are showing the movement, right? Because in this sentence we are talking about one person who was earlier outside the well and then he fell into the well. So again there is a movement, there is a motion. Okay, suppose this is a well. Okay, so suppose one person is here. So first of all he was outside the well, and then he was taking water and by chance he fell into the wall. So what we are trying to show? We are trying to show the movement, we are trying to show the motion. Next is he jumped into the river. Similarly in this sentence also we are showing the movement, because that person was earlier outside the river and we are saying that he jumped into the river. So now where he is? Now he is inside the river. So this is a very important use of into. Again I am repeating this use. Students, listen very carefully. Whenever we are trying to show the motion, whenever we are trying to show the movement, अब वो movement कहाँ हो रहा है? वो movement हो रहा है किसी के अंदर. अब वो river के अंदर हो सकता है, well के अंदर हो सकता है, garden के अंदर हो सकता है, we can say room के अंदर हो सकता है, घर के अंदर हो सकता है, but there has to be some movement. It means पहले जिस person के बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं, that has to be outside, and now we are saying that he is entering into some room, some garden, some river, some well, like all these examples. And whenever we want to show such kind of motion, such kind of movement, then yes, we have to use into. Alright, so into means movement, or we can say motion, and where inside of something. Now let's see another use of into. Into is used to show the transformation from one state to another state. It is also very important use of into, where into is used to show the transformation. So जब भी हम किसी चीज को ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन की बात करते हैं, then also we have to use into. अब यहाँ पे ये क्वेश्चन है, what transformation means? Transformation means हम किसी भी चीज का फॉर्म चेंज कर देते हैं. And let's discuss the example to clear this point. The first sentence is translate into English. So it's a very common instruction जो जनरली आप सब अपनी क्लास में आप लोगों को मिलता होगा, राइट? ट्रांसलेट इनटू हिंदी, ट्रांसलेट इनटू इंग्लिश. तो जब भी हम किसी चीज़ को, किसी सेंटेंस को, किसी वर्ड को ट्रांसलेट कर रहे हैं, तो क्या हो रहा है, जो सेंटेंस है उसका मीनिंग तो सेम है, राइट? हम उसका फॉर्म चेंज कर रहे हैं, हम उसकी लैंग्वेज चेंज कर रहे हैं. जो सेंटेंस पहले हिंदी में था, सो नाउ वी आर चेंजिंग द फॉर्म, नाउ वी आर चेंजिंग द वर्ड्स, वी are changing the language into English. So this is known as the transformation, right? Next sentence, milk turns into curd. So here in this sentence also we can see one kind of transformation, because earlier we were having milk and now we are saying that milk turns into curd. The same milk जो है अब वो क्या हो गया है, now it turns into curd. So we have to use into here because we are showing one kind of transformation. So whenever we show any transformation, it means जब भी किसी चीज़ का फॉर्म चेंज हो जाता है और हम किसी भी तरह का ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन सेंटेंस में देख सकते हैं, then always to show, to indicate, to denote that transformation, we have to use into in our sentence. All right, I hope this is also clear. Into, it's a very important preposition. It is used to show first of all motion, movement that we have discussed, and it is also used to show transformation. All right. Now we are having our next preposition, so that is upon. Now we will discuss about upon. So let's see all the different uses that are related with this preposition, that is upon. Upon shows movement on the surface. So upon, it is having some kind of similarity with into. How? Earlier we have discussed into, yes, और into में हमने क्या पढ़ा था, that into shows movement, but how? Inside of something. Similarly upon, it also shows movement, but where? It shows movement on the surface, okay, किसी भी चीज के ऊपर. How? So let's see. The first sentence is, the cat sprang upon the table. So when we are using upon in our sentence, so with the help of upon we are showing the movement. Suppose this is a table and we are talking about one cat. So this cat was sitting here earlier and now this cat sprang, this cat jumped onto the table, and when we are trying to show this jump, when we are trying to show this motion, then we have to use upon. ओके, सो इंटू भी मोशन शो करता है, बट इंटू से हम किस तरह का मोशन शो करते हैं, किसी चीज के अंदर. जैसे वी कैन से दैट द कैट एंटर्ड इनटू द रूम. सो वो रूम से बाहर थी, लेकिन अगर वो रूम के अंदर आ रही है, देन वी हैव टू यूज इंटू. बट विद द हेल्प ऑफ अपॉन वी आर ट्राइंग टू शो द मोशन, बट हाउ? ऑन द सरफेस, किसी चीज के ऊपर. सो द कैट दैट वॉज अर्लियर ऑन द फ्लोर, नाउ शी जम्प टू onto the table. Now she, we can say, sprang upon the table. Okay, next is Sanjeev jumped upon a heap of sand. So there was one kind of heap of sand. What is heap of sand? Heap of sand means आपने कई बार देखा होगा ना, किसी भी सैंड को इस तरह से ढेर बना के रख देते हैं, like a mountain. So that is known as heap. It is a heap of sand, and we are talking about one boy. So we are saying that he jumped upon a heap of sand. So earlier he was standing here, and now he jumped where? On the heap of sand. And when we are trying to show this kind of movement, then yes, we have to use upon in our sentence. Okay. Next use of upon, let's read. In the sense of blame or declaration. This is the another use of upon, where it is used to show any kind of blame or we can say any kind of declaration. So let's see the examples to clear this point. The first sentence is, she blamed upon me. So here what we are showing one kind of blame, right? And for that, yes, as a preposition we have to use upon in our sentence, and we are saying that she blamed upon me. Next is, he proved the verdict upon us. So yes, we are trying to show one kind of declaration here, and for that we have to use upon as a preposition in our sentence. Yes. Now we are having our next preposition, that is by. By, it's a very common preposition because it is having so many different uses. It is used to so many different manner. So now let's discuss all the different uses that are associated with by. So let's see the first use, in the sense of near or beside. So this is the very first use of by, where it is used to show the sense of near or we can say beside. How? So let's see the examples to clear this point. First sentence is, come and sit by me. So here in this sentence we are using by. Why? Because we are trying to show the sense of near. We are giving this kind of instruction to someone and we are saying come and sit near me. Okay, and for that we are using by as a preposition. So yes, I hope now it is clear that the first use of by is that with the help of by we can give the meaning of near. Okay, जब भी हम near को use करना चाहते हैं, जब कभी हम near का meaning, near का sense sentence में use करना चाहते हैं, so yes, we can use by as a preposition. Let's see more examples. Next one is, my house is by Pink Square. Pink Square, it's a name of we can say one place. It is Pink Square, and we are saying that my house is by Pink Square. So here with the help of by, what we are trying to say, again we are trying to say that my house is near Pink Square. All right. Next one is, put this book by TV. Again we are giving one instruction to someone and we are saying that put this book by TV. So by TV means जहाँ TV रखा है. So near the TV, you can put the book. And now suppose in the place of by we are having on, and we are saying that put this book on TV. So on TV का मतलब क्या हो जाएगा? इसका मतलब है बुक को कहाँ रखना है. Now that person has to put the book on the TV. उसको TV के ऊपर रखना है. And if we are using by TV, it means TV के पास में रखना है. So now you all can see that how the use of preposition can change the meaning of the sentence, right? So if we are using on TV, it means it is having a different meaning. If we are using by TV, then also it is having a different meaning. Yes. Now we are having another use of by. It is used to show direction of movement. So whenever we are trying to show directions कि किस direction में movement हो रही है, then also we have to use by in our sentences. So to understand this point, we are having some examples. So let's read. Harish came by the narrow street, not by the road. So here in this sentence, what we are trying to say, we are trying to show, the direction of movement, of this person, that is Harish. And we are saying that Harish came. He came by the narrow street, okay, not by the road. So there were two options that he was having. The first option was, the road, and the second option was the narrow street. So we are saying finally that he came by the narrow street. So we are trying to show the direction. So in this manner also we can use by in our sentences as a preposition. Moving on, now we are having another use of by. So let's see. It is used to indicate to the agency, means, or we can say instrumentality. So it's a very important use of by. So whenever we are trying to show, agency, means or instrumentality of something, some action, then always we have to use by. Let's discuss the examples. The first sentence is, they came here by train. They can be bus, there can be car, there can be taxi. So all these things, train, bus, car, taxi, ये सब चीज़ें क्या हैं? ये सब चीज़ें you know ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के मीन्स हैं. ओके, इन्हीं के हेल्प से हम लोग you know ट्रैवल करते हैं, हम लोग ट्रांसपोर्ट करते हैं फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर प्लेस. सो हियर इन दिस सेंटेंस वी आर ट्राइंग टू शो द मीन्स ऑफ ट्रैवलिंग, एंड फॉर दैट वी आर यूजिंग बाय, राइट. एंड वी आर सेइंग दैट दे केम हियर. अब हम किसी के बारे में कह रहे हैं कि दे केम हियर. अब वो यहाँ पर अगर आए हैं कहीं और से तो कैसे आए हैं? किसी ना किसी व्हीकल से, किसी ना किसी ट्रांसपोर्टेशन मीडियम को यूज करके ही आए होंगे, राइट. सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स, ट्रेन, बस, कार, टैक्सी, दे ऑल आर नोन एज द मीन्स ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. सो हियर इन दिस सेंटेंस वी आर ट्राइंग टू शो मीन्स, और वी कैन से एजेंसी ऑल्सो. सो फॉर दैट वी हैव टू यूज बाय. All right. Next is Vishnu makes a living by teaching. So here in this sentence we are trying to show the means of livelihood that is used by this person, that is Vishnu. So हम कह रहे हैं कि Vishnu you know as a profession वो क्या करता है? For his earning वो क्या काम करता है? So we are saying that he makes a living by teaching. So यहाँ पे you know students को teach करना ये क्या है? ये उसके लिए एक मीन है टू अर्न हिज लाइवलीहुड. यस, बिकॉज ये उसके अर्निंग का, ये उसके लिए यू नो अपनी लाइवलीहुड अर्न करने का एक मीडियम है, एक मीन है. सो अगेन वी आर ट्राइंग टू शो यू नो वी कैन से मीडियम, वी कैन से मीन. सो यस, फॉर दैट ऑल्सो वी हैव टू यूज बाय इन आवर सेंटेंस. Next one is this bridge is designed by me. So here in this sentence what we are trying to say, we are saying कि ये जो action है, कौन सा action है इस sentence में? The action is to design the bridge. Okay, so there is one kind of bridge and we are saying कि इस bridge को की जो designing हुई है, इस bridge को जो design किया है वो किसने किया है? So we are saying that it is designed by me. So here me क्या है? It is the we can say doer of this action. So again we are trying to show one kind of we can say instrumentality, and yes, for that we have to use by. Okay, moving on, let's see. In accordance with, or we can say in agreement with, another use of by we are having here, and according to this point by is used to show this kind of sense, that is in accordance with or in agreement with. Let's see the examples. The first is, by terms of this policy you have to pay rupees 1 lakh. So here we are trying to say that according to this policy, yes, because we are talking about one policy and we are saying कि ना जो भी इसके अंदर rules and regulation है, so according to that, and for that meaning we are using by here. So when we are using by here in this sentence, so by को use करके हम sentence में क्या meaning दे रहे हैं? We are having the meaning कि you know according to this policy, or we can say according to the rules or regulations of this policy, you have to pay this much of amount. Yes. Next is, you can't resign by the terms of your service bond. Again same thing we are having here, and we are saying that you can't resign. Why? Because according to your service bond, according to the rules that are mentioned in your service bond. Okay, so हम उसको रेफर कर रहे हैं, हम उन rules को रेफर कर रहे हैं जो कि सर्विस बॉन्ड में you know mention किए हुए हैं. So yes, in both the sentences we are having the meaning of accordance with, or we can say agreement with, and for that or we can say to convey this kind of meaning we can use by in our sentences as a preposition. So students, now I am sure that this idea must be clear in your mind, that all the preposition they are able to convey so many different meanings. Yes, so जब हम by को इस तरह से sentence में use कर रहे हैं, so what meaning we are having? We are having the meaning of in accordance with, or we can say according to. Yes. Next, so another use of by, that is according to. So it is just like that we have discussed right now. Let's see the examples. It is 4 o'clock by my wrist watch. So it's a very important use. So whenever we are asking or whenever we are telling the time, or we can say whenever we are asking or telling the time according to wrist watch, so for that we have to use by. हमने इससे पहले बहुत सारे prepositions पढ़े हैं, you know, that are used to show time. So ये भी एक तरह से we are showing the time, but you have to learn this thing. You have to be very careful that here we are talking about only, you know, the time that is there in the wrist watch. So जब भी हम, you know, watch के according time बता रहे हैं या हम किसी से पूछ रहे हैं, so in both the conditions we have to use by only. यहाँ पे हम, you know, to भी use नहीं करेंगे, at भी use नहीं करेंगे, on भी use नहीं करेंगे. जो सारे prepositions हमने अब तक पढ़े हैं, they are related with time. But here when we are talking about clock time, when we are talking about watch time, so then we have to use by only. Yes. Next is you can't judge him by appearance. So here in this sentence we are saying that just because of his appearance, or we can say just according to his appearance, you cannot judge him, you cannot have any kind of opinion about him. Just look at his appearance, right? Or we can say just according to his appearance, you cannot make any kind of opinion about him. So in this sense also we have to use by. Moving on, now we are having another use. So let's see, in the sense of oath. So जब भी हम oath की बात करते हैं, what is oath? Oath means जब भी, you know, हम किसी तरह की, हम कहते हैं ना, हम किसी भी तरह की कोई कसम लेते हैं, हम किसी भी तरह का, you know, promise करते हैं, then also we have to use by. Let's see the examples. The first thing is Praveen always swears by God. So it's a very common term, right? Students बहुत ज़्यादा इसको use करते हैं, you know, by God, swear by God. So swear means we are taking one kind of oath on the name of God, and for that we have to use by. Next is Rashmi swears by you all the time. Again we are having swear. Swears means that the same thing, that is taking oath. So in that sense also we have to use by. Yes, हम सभी use करते हैं by God, मैंने ऐसा नहीं किया, I swear by God, I am not telling lie, right? So these are very common terms that we all use. Moving on, let's see. So by, it is also related with time. Let's see the examples. They will have completed this project by the end of this month. So yes, another use of by we are having here. So when we use by and after by, what we are having, the end of this month. So this is a kind of time. Yes, हम कह रहे हैं इस month की end होने तक. So ये एक तरह से, you know, हम time show कर रहे हैं. And when we are using by like this in the sentence, so what it means that जो action हम, you know, बात हम कर रहे हैं, action क्या है sentence में, that is to complete the project. So वो जो action है वो given time तक, you know, complete हो जाएगा. So in this sentence we are saying that they will have completed this project by the end of this month. So जब ये month, you know, end होगा, so तब तक का जो time है, उस time तक, you know, ये जो project है ये complete हो जाएगा. So in this sense also we have to use by. Next is Park soldiers marched by night. Again we are talking about time. Next is they should be here by this time. So again we are saying कि इस time तक, you know, they should be here. So by के बाद जब हम time use कर रहे हैं, so it means, you know, उस time तक जो action है sentence में, वो जो action है that should be completed. Yes. Next is another use of by. By is used to show rate, weight or measurement. So whenever we are talking about rate of something, or we can say weight of something, or any kind of measurement also, then we have to use by. Let's see the examples. The first one is apples are sold by the kilo. So what is kilo? Kilo, it is the measurement unit. और हम कह रहे हैं कि जो एप्पल्स हैं वो किस तरह से सेल आउट होते हैं, वो किस मेजरमेंट यूनिट में बेचे जाते हैं. सो वी आर सेइंग दैट दे आर सोल्ड बाय द किलो. सो जो किलो है दैट इज द मेजरमेंट यूनिट दैट इज यूज टू सेल द एप्पल्स. ऑलराइट, सो दिस इज द रीजन वी आर यूजिंग बाय हियर, बिकॉज वी आर ट्राइंग टू शो द मेजरमेंट हियर. Next is silver is sold by the gram. Again we are showing measurement and we are saying कि जो silver है वो किस measurement unit में sell किया जाता है. So that is sold by the gram. So again we are showing measurement unit, and for that again yes we have to use by. So students, we have read so many different uses that are related with by, and yes you have to learn all the uses. Okay, so students, now I am sure that all the prepositions, their uses and the examples that we covered in today's video, everything is clear. Yes, and in the next video we will continue with the same topic. In the next video also we will see some more prepositions. So just be with me. See you in the next video. Thank you.